Hey y'all, welcome back. Pastor Adam here again with another weekly challenge. We're doing these challenges to train us spiritually and relationally during this season of social distancing. Now, if this is your first challenge, a special welcome to you. I'm glad that you've tuned in. And if you rocked last week's challenge, keep up the good work. Those videos were fun to watch, and I encourage you to keep up with those family relationships, investing in those. This week's challenge comes from the book of Hebrews. Now, we don't know a whole lot about the author or who the author was writing to when he wrote this book that we call Hebrews. But if you want to learn more about it, you can learn more about it, and that you can do in a link below. There's an overview of Hebrews done very well. So if you're interested in more, investigate there. But our verse from today comes from Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 through 25. And this is what it says. Let us consider how to provoke one another to love and good deeds, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Have you ever experienced the power of encouragement? I'm sure that you have. Maybe someone who you really look up to gave you a compliment or a job well done. Maybe you have a parent who expressed how proud they were of you during a certain situation or moment. Maybe a friend who thought you did something really cool. They'll let you know. You know, encouragement really lifts us up emotionally and spiritually. It gives us a fresh and a healthy confidence for life. But encouragement does more than that. It also draws you closer to the person who encouraged you. Something that not only builds us up individually, but also brings people together and solidifies relationships. Now, the author of Hebrews knew the power of encouragement. He wrote this letter to a group of people, probably, who are experiencing persecution for their faith. And they were going through some really challenging times because they were followers of Jesus. And he urges them not to neglect meeting together, but to gather and to encourage one another, all the more as they see the day approaching. And it's the only way that he saw that they could remain faithful to Jesus in the midst of their persecution. And they could encourage one another by provoking, or another word for that is pestering or even annoying one another to love and to do good things for each other. Okay, so that's your challenge this week as well, as we are socially distanced, kind of in a hard time, certainly not to the degree of the folks that this author is writing to. But your challenge is to provoke one another with love and good deeds this week. Now, who do you know that could use a word of encouragement? Maybe a classmate that you connected with when school is in session but haven't talked to since. Maybe another student that you know that goes to our church or to another church. Maybe it's a coworker that you have. Who's someone that you know that can use a word of encouragement this week? And find that person and pester them, annoy them even with love and good deeds. 3 times this week, I want you to send them encouragement that builds them up, that makes their day, that deepens their relationship with you. And send me a picture or a video or some sort of evidence of what you did and describing who it was and why you decided to encourage that person. So do that 3 times by next Wednesday, and it'll be a job well done. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.